What's up, guys? Finally made it here, Da Nang, Vietnam, and we'll just get straight into the video. Um, yeah, so if you're gonna come to Vietnam, you're gonna have to get the E visa, and please don't wait till the last minute because my wife and I did. Well, we didn't wait till the last minute. I don't think the last minute is 3 weeks before. I mean, knowing what I know now, we probably should have did it before then, but we waited 3 weeks out before we actually left to get the E visa, thinking we had enough time. But obviously, that wasn't enough time because when we went to the site, the Vietnamese site, the official site where you get your E visa, the site was down. So we tried the next day, and then we tried the next day, and we tried the next day, and we kept trying, but it continued to be down up until the point where, well, we had a week before we actually flew out, and we had to go through an agency, and I was kind of worried because I'm thinking, oh man, this agency is gonna charge an arm and a leg to get this E visa, and what if they don't even come through with the E visa? So fortunate enough, they did. It cost us $238 US. You know, that's like triple the price that you should pay. I think it's like $25 for actual E visa. It might be less than that, but we end up paying $238 for, I want to say, three E visas. Yeah, so that's one thing you want to do. You want to make sure you get your E visas ahead of time. You know, I guess you can just try the site way before you think you're going to go, you know, just to make sure the site actually works and everything. So that's one thing I have to say. Another thing is the money situation out here too. They use Vietnamese dong, VND, and it's like it's in the millions. It starts at 1,000, but it goes in the millions. It's really weird, but you'll find out when you get here from what I'm talking about. But yeah, so the way we got our money was we didn't go to an ATM. We went to an actual. We landed. We went to our hotel, and then from there, I end up catching a grab ride to a money exchange place from a YouTuber I saw. So I kind of trusted it like that. I saw a YouTuber go there, and the guy seems like he's real legit. So I end up going there to get my money. So we called a grab from the hotel. Called a grab from the airport. Got to the hotel. I called another grab back to where the money exchange was, and then I called a grab back to the hotel. So that's how we got our money. I ended up getting probably way more than I needed, you know, so I still have a lot to spend. This is only my second day here, so I still have a lot to spend. But yeah, the money situation is wild. You're probably going to be able to do math a lot better after you leave here, because I'm constantly finding out that you have to, well, for me anyway, I want to know that I'm not getting cheated, or, you know, somebody's not trying to get over me. So I'm constantly having my currency app out. Like if we're at a restaurant or we're at a night market and they tell me the price is 750,000 dong. So when they tell me something like that, I immediately go to my app. Okay, what's that in US? And then whatever I do the conversion, and then I know how much change I should get back, because, you know, you just never know. You know, in different countries, people try to, you know, get you on anything. So yeah, I have the conversion app, so that saves me. I have the Grab app, so that saves me from, you know, getting around. What else? Other than that, everything else has been great. What other tips can I give you guys? So like I said, you're gonna want to download the Grab app. That's for transportation. You want to, and I'll put a picture up or a link in my description of what conversion app that I use, because that's really going to come in handy when you're trying to see how much change you should get back and how much this is and that. You know, when you're out, you're going to want to use it. So I'll put that in the description, or I'll put a picture up so you can see where to download it in the Google App Store. So we got Grab, we got the conversion app, and what else? Everything else should be self-explanatory. If you want to go see some, like, the main attractions out here, you probably gonna have to book those early too, because right now I'm having a hard time booking tickets for, I want to say, Bunna Hills. and everything has been sold out because it's tourist season, so everything is kind of like sold out. I'm thinking I might have to actually go to the physical building where they sell the tickets for Bunna Hills to actually get tickets. I haven't thought that all the way through yet, so that's another tip. Make sure you book if you want to go see an attraction. Make sure you book it ahead of time. What else? Other than that, everything out here is pretty cheap. The people are nice. As you can see, you can see my view from my hotel right here. I'll step up for you guys so you can see all the way down, and you can see all the way down there. I'm kind of high up. What else? You can see the city back there. I'll tell you guys how I actually got to where I'm at. Well, give you a little insight. If somebody's looking at this video, it might help them like get somewhere to do something like this, like leave the country. First thing you're gonna have to do is get a 9 to 5. That's gonna be the only way you can actually get to do something. I mean, I know everybody's kind of like looking down on their corporate jobs and their 9 to 5 jobs, but honestly, that's like, I mean, unless you like born into some money or you got some kind of investments, your parents had some kind of investment set up for you, or you figured out how to start a business for yourself early on in life, your 9 to 5 is going to be your best bet as far as trying to get on your feet. Your 9 to 5 can be military or just a regular corporate 9 to 5, but that's how I actually got to be able to live overseas right now. It wasn't because I started a business and I was able to save up enough money to move out of the country. I actually had to have a 9 to 5, which was military, to be able to save enough money to leave the country. So don't let nobody discourage you from trying to get a 9 to 5 job. I know they're hard to come by now because of the economy, but once everything is back where it needs to be and you're able to make money regularly, you need to save and invest if you can. But mainly, the first step is getting a decent 9 to 5 so you're able to go do the things you want to do every once in a while. You don't have to take a vacation every year if you don't want to, but you do have to start somewhere. That's one thing I've learned over the years. You do have to start somewhere. Everybody probably don't want to work for nobody, but sometimes you gotta work for somebody to, get to where you want to be. So don't let nobody discourage you on trying to actually work for a living. I mean, content creation is good. It's good, but you're gonna need something besides that too, especially starting off. Because content creation is a job in itself.